shit, look at the size of that spider.
That's fine.
Oh, it's just a little...
You got one on your leg.
Oh!
Alright, new day, and we are going to actually have a look at what's inside this crawler because it's been a week or so and we still don't know what's in there, so it's kind of like Christmas. So actually what I should have done is brought those other wheels so we could push it forward, because you can see tyres are not the best, so it's not the easiest to wheel in and out, but looks like we've got a couple of rails here, guards, there's a bunch of glass, there's a rear windshield there, a bunch of rubbers, so yeah, let's see if we can pull some of this stuff out, see what's in there. What are you doing? Oh, thanks.
It's even got the pattern, the wood grain pattern in the vinyl or plastic or whatever. Well, it's a bit cracked, but it's still not too bad.
Oh shit, look at the size of that spider.
That's fine.
Oh, it's just a little...
You got one on your leg.
Oh! Fuck yeah.
Yeah, look, it's a little bit rough around the edges, mate, but it's a race car.
What do you reckon? Where do we start?
I have no idea.
Is it easy?
Alright, so we've got a bunch of the stuff out of the car. I will show you inside now. Hopefully you can kind of see. I think the battery might die, I might have to change this. But we left this basically front rail in the car. You can see there, that's like the tow hook area for the front. There's the headlight there, and then this is the wheel well area, side I guess. I'll go around and show you on the other side, but it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I'll go around the other side, I'll change the battery. Okay, around the other side or around the front. Inside's not too bad, doesn't really seem like there's any rust in the rails. There's a bit of dirt and stuff there, but it actually looks pretty dry. It doesn't look rusty, so for whatever that's worth, doesn't look too bad. I'd say that coil's probably cooked. Yeah, look, the front's pretty good, really, all things considered. The arms and everything, nothing really looks bent, anything like that. Obviously the struts are cooked, but cross member and everything else looks okay. And then moving inside, it's not great. Not great. The floor, you can see there, is kaput. And then underneath this here, oh no, the floor's cooked under there, and then there's a hole down there in the tunnel. The tunnel from there looks okay. Obviously, other than that, I imagine probably you'd have to cut the whole thing off. The sill is also a bit cooked. You can see there, there's a nice big hole through there, through the whole thing. And yeah, it's not inspiring. But the panels on the side are pretty good. A bit of rust down the bottom there, but no damage really along the sides. They don't look kinked or anything like that. Unfortunately, it looks like they've lifted the car with a strap over the roof, so there's that kink on both sides. And then coming around the back of the car, boot lid is dead, same as mine in the same spots there, but a bit worse. And then inside, can't really tell, I'm not going to lift the wheel now, but there's a hole in the spare wheel well, there's a caster arm there, and the fuel tank looks okay from the outside, but you never know on the inside. But you can see inside the guard there actually looks alright. Doesn't look like there's any damage really. This bumper's a bit kinked. I've got a bunch of these wheels with them, and I also got a whole bunch of glass. So I've got maybe 2, 4, 6, I think I've probably got like 8 pairs of the rear quarter glass. I've got a couple of windows. So I've got a couple of windows. There's a rear windshield in here, and then there's another rear windshield down there. No front windshield. And you can see what's going on in the dash. There's a couple of plastics which maybe are salvageable if they were to be cleaned up, but it's not great. It's not great in there. But moving over here, we can see everything that was inside the car. Well, the bonnet wasn't inside the car, but everything else here was inside the car. So a couple of the vents from the front, got a fuel filler cap, handbrake, part of the steering linkage, one wiper arm, headlight, steering wheel, a whole bunch of gearbox cross members. I'm pretty sure that's part of the radiator support there with some sort of cooling panel that is put on. Those are the under trim. Oh, it's hard to see with the light. I'll try and cover the light. These are under the grille trims at the front of the car. Got a dash, got a couple of visors, got some of the rear trims, which is good actually, because these are damaged on mine, as is this one, and also the cover itself is damaged. So I know that this cardboard, or this MDF or board or melamine or whatever they make these out of, is kaput, but because this cover is actually alright, I'll be able to reuse that, so that's pretty good. And then we found these tail lights. I haven't actually looked them up. Did you look them up? Or
Yeah, I don't know what these
I don't know if these are Chimera, I don't know, I feel like they look like Chimera tail lights. It's got a whole bunch of German writing and then GM on them. I reckon that looks like a Chimera headlight. It's enormous, it's like a spotlight. But yeah, and then we've got a couple of rear window, rear visors. Got the vent there. Got a bunch of bumpers. Got 2 front and 2 rear bumpers, which are pretty good condition. Got one of the side trims there from the guard for the headlight. But yeah, this one is the worst, which is not, it's not really worth keeping, I imagine. But the others are actually good. No damage like that at all. A bit of damage on the chrome. Got a whole driver's side sill and everything else that goes with it up to there. And then we've got 3 driver's side guards and 1 passenger guard. So yeah, that was all inside the car. I'll try and get out of the sun now, if you can see me. A whole lot of stuff, so we'll have to try and get that back in, but that's only one of 2. So we've got the other one to go through as well and see what's in there. To be honest, the car is worse condition than I thought it would be, which is fine. It is what it is. I was probably a little bit optimistic, thinking that it might be a bit better than it is. It had lived outside, I'm pretty sure, for a number of years. So yeah, whether I make one car out of 2 or sell them both, or I don't know, but I do know that I don't need another 2 projects sitting around that aren't doing anything, so I'll need to make a decision one way or the other. But that's about it for this car. Anything else I should mention for this car? You don't think, really? Oh, perfect, thank you. Yeah, so I think that's probably it for this car for now. I will probably cut to an edit where I start pulling apart the other car, but I don't really know how long this has taken, so that might be in another video, I'm not sure. But either way, yeah, I think that's about it for this. So, I don't know. Give me some suggestions. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do yet, so you never know. Actually, we're back. Maybe it might be a VB Commodore tail light. So we just did a bit of Googling. Almost Chimera, but maybe actually VB Commodore. So you can let me know what you think about that as well. That's it there.